Hey everybody, welcome back to the bush, to the woods, the place with the digger. I'm going to show you something. Anybody that saw my last video where I dug out my spring, check this out. Kind of cool, beautiful day here. Much water is down in that. It hasn't totally cleared yet, but there's an easy 2 feet of water in there. So, but anybody that saw the video when I brought the machine down in here, and I didn't get too, into it or whatever in the video, but that scared the crap out of me. It really did. Down there's 2.5 feet below here, so I was at such an angle that anybody that saw the video, when I lurched ahead, when the front it wasn't that. I was a little bit jerky on the stick. I can't admit I'm not. I mean, I'm just learning to operate this thing. But when I dropped the front down, I dropped it down a bit hard. But the seat back basically bucked me ahead. That slid me right ahead in the seat so much. I was standing up right over top the control levers before I caught myself and reached around and grabbed that seat. If I hadn't had the high back seat on that, I would have gone face first on the boom, probably, and end up in the ground. Would have made a funny looking video for one of those fail channels, but wouldn't have felt very good for me, and I could have got hurt. So what I did in the meantime is got on good old Amazon. Gotta love it. You can buy almost anything you want on there. And I bought myself a piece of safety gear that this machine needs now that it has the high back seat. And again, to use it on level ground isn't bad, but I still, when I first put the new seat on, I found that it doesn't push you ahead, but you can't lean back because it's a high back seat. So I found the problem with it was, when you're sitting on it on a level ground, you're okay, but if there's any downhill slope at all, you got to hold yourself back, and the way your feet are below you, you can't push back with your feet. So this is what I come up with, and I haven't even put it on yet. Going on in a minute. After I can cover the girl, because I have to move this in a minute to get my garden tractor to mow my lawn. And this is going to be very easy to do. Check this out. Gotta love Amazon. $25. Even better, the way this is built on the side. We started looking at it yesterday. This is funny. Not ha-ha funny. Check this out. Cindy pointed this one out. On the side of the seat right here, there's actually holes to do whatever this is, to do with the way this is all mounted in. But this hole is free game right here to hook this end of it, basically bolt it on, have the belt go up, and that way it's holding me down in at an angle. It's not just pulling back on my waist, right? I was considering going around this way, but it's like a car. When you do a car, your seat belt goes down to an angle basically to the floor. Now on here, I'm not planning on rolling this or having a high impact accident with it. I just want it to keep me from bouncing around the seat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this onto one side. I'm going to hook that into the other side. We're going to get it and just try it and see what it feels like. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I bolt these on tight is just do a dry fit and see. And there's only one problem with where I'm mounting them. This is a suspension seat. They are mounted, these holes, on the solid part, not the suspended part. So I don't know if I bounce up and down how much it's going to loosen and tighten the seat belt, but I'll find out here in a minute. So, but look how nice that goes there. Like, it's like this was made. Like, how cool is that? Well, check that out, guys. Pretty friggin' cool. With these bolts here. Now, if I find with the seat suspension, which I keep pretty tight anyway, if I find it's going too loose and tight on me when I'm running it, all I have to do is the curved part. I can show you here again. I can drill it out. Watch this. I don't think I have to. That right here, this part here, this is the actual seat back. I could punch a hole like here. Even better, there's a hole right there in the center. I just noticed that too. I could bolt them both and have them coming out from under here. That way. But I'm going to try it where it's at first for now. Let's see what it feels like. Get up, sit on the machine. Here we go. You just have to dangle them down, I guess. There you go. Almost come off her. Slippery. All right, that is there. This one is here. I'm going to have to adjust this way out for my big gut. Where's my other side? Right here. Unbelievable. Yeah. Just that, and that's not even tight yet, feels so much better because you're secured in. And I haven't even tightened the bolts up. I can't fall out of this now. That was pretty scary. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty freaking scary experience, because if I had to come out, if I had it jammed on these levers to catch myself, it could have been a hell of a shit show. This thing could have gone any direction it wanted to, right? So this is definitely the way to do it, because you had to put your feet, like even my feet, I sit them on the outrigger rests, put your feet down, they're literally below me. So, and this is actually, yeah, it's not even that bad right there, and that's full adjustment. I'm a pretty big boy. So, but done deal. I just got to tighten up the nuts on both sides. So nice, and it already feels so much safer. Pretty crazy, eh? Something as simple as that. Something as simple as that. I'm going to tighten them up here. Well, there you go, guys. Easy peasy. That was just almost too easy to mount that on there. So, and I think it's going to be fine with the suspension part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it up and just kind of try it. Give it a quick little test and move it ahead here a couple of feet. And just see how much better it feels to be on it. Because I have to move it anyway. Because I got to bring up my garden tractor. Pretty good. One pull again. It's sat all week. It's been 7 days since this thing has run. One pull and it works. Beautiful machine. No regrets here. Good investment for sure. Let's sit on it and see what it feels like. I'm rolled over. There we go. I'm telling you, that is wonderful. What a friggin' difference. Yeah, it just feels safer. Yeah. No regrets there, folks. Beautiful. There. Seriously, that was the best $25 spent so far on this machine, because it feels awesome. The first time I put this seat on over the factory one, number one, you're sitting higher, considerably higher. You're sitting up probably 3 inches, even when it's like, I know I'm big, when I spring down. I'm still sitting up about 3 inches. So the factory seat sat an inch above. So as soon as I started operating with this, it's nice because you're sitting up higher. You have a better view of everything, better vantage point, but it almost feels like you could fall out of it because you're higher and your feet are directly below you. They're not really in front of you enough to hold yourself back. So unless this thing had friggin' great big, she needs a set of highway pegs or something for a motorcycle on the front here, and it would be safer. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble all day. These machines all need that. If you put that kind of backrest and high back seat and all that, because the problem was going down into that hill. When I was going down in last week, if I could have just leaned back like this a little bit, it would have been okay, but I couldn't. I had to sit upright. So at the end, if you guys look at the video, you'll see how much higher the back tires are in the front than the outriggers on the front, so you can tell. You can't get a judge of the land, how much grade is there, probably 20% grade. But when you look and see, the outriggers are that much lower because right now they're sitting on a flat plane. So that gives you a little better idea of what I was dealing with and why it almost spit me out my face on the ground. Lucky, very, very lucky. So anyway, Best mod for one of these. The next mod is going to be a throttle cable. People say you got to rev it out all the time and blah blah blah. No, you don't. If I'm going to work it, yes, I'm going to take it full RPM, especially the way I do these videos with you guys. If I want to stop for a minute and bring the RPM down and talk about something before I dig again, it's going to be so nice to have a throttle here somewhere that I can actually operate, right? So all I have to do is make a bracket, and now that I'm looking at it, I will probably go, maybe, let's look, this bolt over here. If I simply make a bracket, go that way, I can have my throttle mounted right here. And just up and down, and that would work perfect, right? Doesn't need to be anything elaborate, and I can drill one hole, take that one bolt out of that valve body, put that bolt back in, and go that way with a throttle there. Probably what I'll do with it. So, got to get myself a throttle cable, and where I do small engine repair, I've obviously got access to all that kind of stuff. So that way I can run it remotely from here. The mods will continue. Hope you guys like these videos. Not going to dig anything in this one. Again, this is just a quick one showing a safety thing that literally saved my butt, or gonna save my butt next time. That was a pretty uncomfortable situation there, and again, the way these are designed, you could get hurt in this machine pretty easy. Need to be buckled in. Don't think it needs a roll bar, but it definitely needs this. So once again, if you like the videos, like and subscribe and share them please, and if nothing else, just live simply, remain grateful, and happy digging, guys.